What's up, everyone? Just Jason here, back with another Chaffle recipe. This week we're going to make Quest Ranch Chaffles. So what we're using is some Quest protein chips in a ranch flavor here. I've never actually tried these ones, so I'm excited to see how they taste. So we're going to start with 2 eggs, 2/3 of a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Now I'm using 2 eggs because we're adding some volume to it with the protein chips, so we want to make sure they don't turn out dry. So first we're going to add the cheese to the eggs, and then we'll add the chips. Now this is about half the bag of Quest chips that I just mashed up I didn't make a powder out of them. I just broke them up fine enough that they don't have big pieces in there. So we'll get that all mixed up and get it ready to cook in the Dash Minis. So here's the mix as it looks. As you can see, it's nice and liquidy. Got lots of egg in there, so it's not going to be dry at all. So the Dash Minis are all warmed up. We're going to give them a spray with some avocado oil. Now again, a lot of times you don't need this, but I do find it helps the chaffles not to stick in the Dash Minis. So we'll get them all greased up. Like I say, I like to use the avocado spray, and then I just use a silicone brush to brush it around the top of the waffle iron. So we're gonna start adding the mix into the Dash Minis. Again, like I always say, you don't want to overfill it, or you're gonna wind up with a mess when it cooks over the sides. So usually about 3 heaping teaspoons of mix is enough to fill it up, or 3.5 in this case. So that's enough for that one. So we'll get this one going. This mix will wind up making 3 chaffles with this amount of mix in each one. So there we go, not too full, so it's not gonna leak out everywhere. We'll get those closed up and get things cooking. Okay, so the steam is pretty much stopped on these, so let's open them up. As you can see, they're nice and golden brown, and they didn't stick one little bit in the waffle irons. So we'll get these 2 out and get them cooling, and then we'll get the 3rd one cooking here momentarily. Now again, I know a lot of you might be saying, well, Quest chips aren't exactly the best ingredient out there, and I completely agree. They're a once in a while kind of thing for me, but I do find they do a good job with chaffles. They add some good flavor to them, so that's why once in a while I like to make chaffles out of them. I've got a few other flavors on the channel as well. So here's the 3rd one, all done. Same nice golden brown color on it. So we'll get that out and cooling, and then we'll give it a try. Yeah, here's the 3 chaffles. As you can see, they all turned out nice and even. I was happy with how these turned out. Really good ranch flavor to them, and the Parmesan cheese adds a nice flavor to the chaffle as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you next week for another chaffle recipe. Until then, keep on thriving, my friends.